Welcome back, YouTubers. This is going to be a big one. We're doing Robot Damashi number 302, the Gundam RX-79 Ez-8, one of my favorite Gundam series, along with the kits number 296 and 303, which are extension kits for the same series. So, let's get into it. Now, first things first, you should notice is that the Ez-8 does come with the standard Gundam shield for this model, but it's a solid piece. No hinge or extra joint there, at least as far as I can tell. There's two ammo clips here for the machine gun, plus these little hinge pieces here. Pulled up nice and interesting. We've got a a little tricky to do this, but there's a hinged piece here. There we go. See? That's for, I believe, the cockpit section, as well as some other stuff. There's a machine gun there. But yeah, and it's got the backpack system the other ones have as well. The nice part about this one, though, is instead of the pack for carrying munitions and other equipment, it's the drop pack. An interesting element, too, is that instead of making it so you have to tie these things to the shoulders, it just comes with alternate shoulder pieces. So you just clip them in here. These pieces pop right out and it comes out. Then when it's dropping, you just pop this off, close those, and then this piece comes off. It's supposed to be a parachute, and then this is the thruster pack, which it dangles from, and you can attach the little option effect parts to make it do this sort of controlled descent pattern. As you can see. There's also a little compartment up here, but I'm not sure what it's for. That's the main difference in accessories. It comes with the standard machine gun, and you can pop the clips from its belt area, waist or skirt, whatever you want to call it, into it, which is identical except for the clip color to the other RX-79s. Comes with your standard beam sabers, two thin, one thick, with the blast effect, especially since he actually has the beam rifle for these units. Which is the one annoying thing, is you only have one beam rifle in the two units that were released. You've also got the curved one, should you need it. And like the other RX-79s, the beam sabers are right here in the shin area around the knees. Now, let's get on to the next part. But first, quick look at the back of the box. As you see, it shows off the different things. Now, first things first, we'll pop this one open. This is a really good one because it has a bunch of parts. Now, I already took a couple of them out because I got myself another RX-79 Gundam. Now, one thing to notice is the shields now have the extra layer. This is just a clip-on piece. These ones, unlike many, do pop right off. Now, it comes with some extra parts, which I really like. The first one is the little mobile truck, which served as their command and control vehicle. I have one from the old Robots in Action line, but it's nowhere near as nice as this. It's a lot clunkier. It's got a little part here that moves. It's got a flatbed. The little spike here can even be removed, and it's got little parts, as you can see here, that can be put out. For example, this peg piece here can be popped out, and you can actually set up their little desert base camp that they had in one particular episode. And apparently I've dropped something again. Me and my butterfingers. I'll find it in a minute, but here it is. There's an extra dark gray V-fin, which I think is one of the guys ones. So it's meant to replace this piece. And since we're already at this, let's do it. So let's carefully get this V-fin off. Well, took the whole head off, so we'll use the other one, the GM head. Now, in case you're wondering why, it's because the RX-79 series, unlike the RX-78, was never meant to be mass-produced, unfortunately. Because of this, no spare parts were ever made, and when the head unit of one of the pilots was destroyed, they didn't have a replacement. So they just slapped a GM head on it. Kind of insulting, and she was frequently referred to as GM head. But field repairs was the only option at the time in series. I think it's an interesting way to make it seem more real, especially because in a situation like that, that does seem like something that would happen. Lack of supplies, they don't have spares, they use what they have. There we go. There we go. Now we've got a gray V-fin there. Makes them look like the proper Ez-8 MST. Yeah. And the command truck comes with a bunch of other things. There's this giant spike antenna, as well as the little ground penetrating radar piece. So, if you want to, you can pull all these bits off and attach this one here and this one here. Pop out the bed, drop the cargo pallet, and then you can extend this little camp tent. Table, Kiki, and the other two people who ran the truck. But yeah, it's a nice little, mini camp. Of course, these all have very, very small bits associated with them. So my suggestion is, when not in a controlled environment, like a enclosed display, diorama, what have you, your best bet is to do what I do. Ziplock it. You don't want to lose your parts. Especially these guys. They are tiny. Now, the last thing that's included in this pack is this DOF. Now, as you see, it has 3 panels on the bottom. That is for its landing gear. Tricky to put those pieces on, so it's tricky to show. Plus, it also has these wing pieces here. I'm not entirely sure why these wing pieces are included. I suspect it's a folded up version. Or sheer... oh yes, I remember now. These are the storage modes. The wings fully fold up, I believe. So, if it was on the ground with its landing gear out, it looks more like this. So, landing gear, if I pop these panels off, which are tricky to do. Yeah. So, yeah. That's what you get for the DOF. And the reason this is included is when they were staking out, they shot. These were being fired at, and they occasionally showed up. They've got 2 little machine gun and missile pods on either side. The vehicle does not look very aerodynamic, but, you know, rule of cool sci-fi usually trumps that. Anyway, now we move on to set 3. I haven't been able to locate a set 2 for a decent price. Now, this one comes with a fair number of things. First off is this fighter with a core booster module. Also comes with a bomb that can be dropped. And like the DOF, it comes with landing points. As you see, so this can be put on the ground, which is good. Now it also comes with some unusual parts to go with. First one is this one. This means you can pop the wing off, pop this one, so it looks like its wing is being blown off mid-air. So take the bomb off here. You can attach these stand parts here. There we go. Yeah. The one problem is the stand cannot be used at the same time as that. So, yeah, kind of annoying that. Actually, just realized this is for this, so dropping the bomb. Now another thing that's nice is the little hatch on the fighter opens. You can actually roll it back, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this is a drop effect. I thought it was a stand, but apparently I'm wrong. Now unfortunately, I do lack one of the model kits that, I'm sorry, one of the figures that usually goes with it. This piece here. Unfortunately, I can't use that one because it's meant to be used with a gun tank. And I don't have it with a gun tank. Sadly. That's this big plume that's meant to represent it getting blasted, and this hole here in it is for the Goof Customs sword. So, yeah, when he takes out the crew compartment. Gruesome, but that's war in these things. It's meant to be unpleasant. Now, the next part is unique parts for the Ez-8 and the Goof. These two parts. One's meant to attach to this part here on the hinge joint, and this part on the bottom, because this was used as basically a cudgel to bash the Goof in. I'm not going to pull it apart because it would take quite a bit of time to assemble it. Similarly, I'm not going to go through the trouble of dismantling this gun in order to attach the triple blast for Norris here. These fit to the triple barrels on it here. The last piece, though, is this. It's the beam effect part. It's for when the Ez-8 cuts through his chest here, so you can replicate that scene. But yeah, the only thing left is an extra pin for the destruction of the gun tank. So yeah, that's the full set. Now, if you want to just replicate the original 08 MS team, the first one is sufficient. The second one is mainly for the final battle with Norris and the Ez-8, as most of them are custom parts for those events. Otherwise, the first pack is sufficient. The second pack had a lot of custom weapons, bazookas and the like. I really would like to get my hands on it, and when I do, I'll let you know. But that's going to be all for now. Please like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!